Hello, welcome to successfultradings.com. Today we are going to review the Trading View app or website, if you will, as you are seeing on here. So by the end of this video, we are going to take you to the main features of the app, how to use it for technical analysis, and then show you other example of use case of the tool. So without any further ado, let's just jump in. Okay, so this is my main page on TradingView. This is the free version. So from time to time, what you're going to see is that some ad may be popping in. Here I've selected this specific talks, Western Digital, for this review. Doesn't matter. You can change that at any time by just typing the symbol or the ticker. In this case, we can switch to Apple or anyone. So by default, not by default, Western Digital happened to be something that I've been looking at recently. So what are the main features of the app? So the first thing, upon coming here in of the tool, so I just talked to you about the ad, so here they are. So will be actually to set it up. To set it up will consist of putting these indicators on here. So in my case, I have the upper Bollinger here in red, I have the lower Bollinger, and then I have this moving average. Lately, more recently, they have added this feature here where I know that my EMA 50, that's exponential moving average, as we talked about in the theoretical tutorial. That one is in green. The exponential moving average 20 period is in yellow. And we see our Bollinger Band. I haven't put the volume on, but if you want volume, this is how you go about doing that. So I just toggle back and forth there. So where are the indicators? So the indicators are here. So here are all the built-in indicators. We talked about some of them in detail in the article that we did recently regarding stock option basics. So this is a great opportunity for you to go and take a look at that if you're a beginner. So the VWAP, for instance, that's we described on that day, the volume weighted average price. That's what VWAP stands for. It's something that I don't have displayed on here because in this free version, I think if I try to add it, look what happens. So, okay, so for more indicators, my account needs to be upgraded, and quite frankly, I have not had the need for that. So as of now, I only have 3 indicators on there, but you can have access to all of these indicators with a paid version, as we talked about. And in the TradingView app review, I provide all the prices on there. So check that out on our website, www.successfultradings.com. So after you are set up in this manner, the chart will update itself. There is no delay, so typically you are pretty much close within a few seconds of the live quotes that are going on. On this side here, you have the drawing tools. From time to time I could use drawing, but I do not do my technical analysis with drawing tools. Here you have the news. That's my account login on there. And these, from time to time, they will flash something on here. Let's say if there's an update or anything of that type. And here, okay, this is auto saving every minute. And then as far as sharing, you can toggle that back and forth. So for now, I have sharing. I rarely do any type of sharing, but we're gonna go through that to show you how to share your ideas on this tool. So let me take you through maybe some of these indicators. So to do that, here's the main window here on the right hand side. So I've selected some of the ETF that I want to take a look at, keep a look at while I'm trading. So I think that's all I have at this time. So Bitcoin on here, the Euro, US dollar parity, what's going on with the DAX. Those who have read the article, you know the correlation, my correlation study between the DAX and SPY for 2019. I strongly suggest you go and take a look at that article. SPX and obviously SPY. Japan from time to time, though Japan is not really that, didn't show that strong correlation as in past year, this year with SPY. And then here you have the stock of interest. So this is Western Digital. As in a live market session, the price will be toggling back and forth here. And then you have the news on here. So if I can move this, can I move this up a little bit? Okay. And that's that. What else can I talk about here? Let me see. I think there was something here about, oh, the dark mode. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, so you can toggle between a dark theme, okay, and a light theme. So this is what happened. I don't know which one you prefer. So for me, I usually go with the current one. Okay, some features. So upon clicking on here, let's go to alerts to see how to set up alerts on here. So this is the alert. So through this clock on here, I only have one old alert. It's really old, my friend. So if I want to add an alert, so let me add an alert here, and I'm gonna say my alerts. By default, you saw it puts Western Digital on there. So I'm gonna say an alert when this crosses, let's say 62. This is something that I've been watching actually, so it doesn't really matter. So let's say crosses 61.99 only once or every time. It's up to you. So only once. And then you're gonna say that expiration time. So let's say between now and we are not in 2020 yet. So between now and Friday, how about that? And so either I can choose to notify me on the app itself, to show a pop-up, to send me an email. So as you can see, my default setting is that it shows me a pop-up and send me an email. They already have my email. So that's it. Create. Path. There's an alert. So this is an alert on X that's really, really old. If I bring that up, let me edit that. This alert has been there 2017 Gs. Because as you know, most of you know, I think I mentioned in the teletrader and the investing.com video that I made that I use one of those two for my alert, or I use my trading platform that I haven't reviewed yet as my alert system. So I will just delete this one. So yes, I want to keep this other one. So that's all that you need to know about alerts. Next feature, it's the data window, meaning the data that I'm looking at here, we are looking at here presently on Western Digital. This is the daily charts. How do we know that? Because I can come here and select weekly. I can come here and select monthly. I can come here and select 4 hours. I can come, 4 hours. The session today was half day on December the 24th. The US market will only open for half the day. So they close at 1 p.m. Eastern time or 10 a.m. Pacific. So, or whatever granularity you want. I think if you want 1 second, it may not jive. Okay, so premium user only had access to 1 second. I don't know who really, I mean, there are some traders, I don't know, humans who want to see what the stock is doing every second, but this is not a penny stock, so it doesn't really jive. So for me, I will leave it to daily. And here, let's take the time to go maybe from bottom to the top. So the RSI, let's move this. So the RSI is currently sitting on this. This is not the daily, is it? What's going on here? Ah, this is because it's United States still. Jeez, I was wondering. Western Digital has been fairly bullish. So its RSI, as of today, it's at 80.76. This line here, it's 70. So the relative signal strength is an indicator that we haven't talked about. So this is our opportunity to do so. So this indicator tells us the general convention, if you will say that when the RSI or relative signal strength is below 30, this line on here, then the stock is oversold, meaning it's super cheap. When that stock RSI goes above the 70 line on here, by the way, you can change that to whatever you want. I have them set up to 30 and 70. The stock is said to be overbought, meaning it's expensive. And in that case, people who want to go short could be an indication to short it. And in this nature, we could be speculation that maybe in the near future, the stock could be trading closer to its exponential moving average line. The yellow line is the exponential moving average 20 period. So that's what the RSI is. So I've put it here at the bottom. And the next indicators will be the Bollinger Band that we described in our tutorial. So the upper Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band, I'm using 2 standard deviation from the up and the bottom. So the upper Bollinger line is the red dotted line that you follow there. And this pink one, or purple if you will, is the lower Bollinger Band. The average is the middle, or is also known as the middle cut, will be this white line that you see in the middle. They come in by default. Then we talk about moving average, MA, and we define simple moving average. The difference between simple moving average and exponential moving average is that the exponential moving average give more weighting to the most recent data. What does that mean? That means that for an exponential moving average 20, that means it's taking 20 periods. So if my period is days, or in this case it's showing me hours, so if I go to days, it's gonna say this moving average that we see now, that you see how it changed. It depends on the periodicity. My periodicity is now days, so exponential moving average 20 will be the last 20 days with weighting bias to the most recent data point. So the tool calculates that automatically for you. The exponential moving average 50 period is the green line. So typically when the exponential moving average 20 is above the exponential moving average 50, that means that the recent momentum is stronger than the longer period momentum. Makes sense, right? So in that case, we are reading them, the current 2 values for each one of them. 55 for exponential moving average 20 period, so meaning over the last 20 days. The momentum here, you can see, where's the 20th candle here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here's the 20th candle somewhere here. So that the recent candles have more weighting, and therefore you have this cross of the EMA 20 over the EMA 50 in green. So I said that the white line was nothing other than the average, or the middle between the halfway points between the lower Bollinger Band and the upper Bollinger Band. What else do they provide us here? The open price, the high, the low, the close, and the percentage change. Oh, those are classic actually. And then we go to the top. We actually have something to the top if you didn't see that. So if I do this, what is this? This is the MACD, or moving average convergence divergence. We talked about this again in our tutorial. So in this case, it comes with a signal. That signal is in green, and the moving average convergence divergence itself is in yellow. We talked about the fact that it's a leading indicator, meaning that it usually starts moving before the price move. Notice how we got this crossover here, which signal that this movement that the stock was in here, which was mostly sideways, was about actually to change into a bullish move. But look how many days it took between the time when the crossover happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up to 12 days. That's over 2 weeks. 2 weeks is 10 days, over 2 weeks before actually the price started moving up. So it required some patience on here after this crossover had happened. So if we want to illustrate that a bit further, look at this other crossover here. That really didn't lead us into a bullish action. Maybe almost 8 days later on here. So some people base the full strategy on this indicator. So I've said that I take a look at it, but it's not the end all do all of indicators, if you will. So those are some of the features on this app. So the technical analysis will consist of picking an indicator or picking a signal, if you will, and there are plenty of indicators as we showed you initially, right? So in this free version, we have very few of them, if you will. So, but anybody, you can come and start studying any one of these indicators to try to get your edge into the market, to get a signal of when a condition is fulfilled, the stock will be moving either up or down, and you can take trades, options in particular that we talked about. Bullish, you take calls; bearish, you take puts, and based on your indicator. Public libraries, do not use any of those. So these are everything that some other users, they have posted on the library. I'm gonna show you shortly how to post your ideas so that anybody can come and take a look. Okay, your account supports 3 indicators. Okay, I guess still we cannot use that. The scripting, this tool has some scripting capabilities that you can use on here. The volume profile, you need to have the pro version to be able to use that. So if that will be available to you. So what else on here? So the last thing we want to go over here to try to publish something. So let's go about doing that. What is this? This is a snapshot. So you can take a snapshot of this as an URL. You copy that and you treat that. I'm not gonna do that now, but let me try to save that image. If I try to save that image, oh, here it is. So you can take this image and save that, and you can do some annotation on it with the charting that we just saw here. So let's close this. So you can do, I don't know, some people are good at drawing line. You can draw lines of any type, and you go share that analysis. So in this case, are we expecting a retrace here? For instance, this could be some type of analysis that something could be doing about a potential retrace of this. So I personally do not do that much of drawing. I've done that in the past, but typically do not do much of that. So that's how you remove them on there. So let's go try to publish something on here. So okay, so this is just a warning about the difference between sharing an analysis or a prediction, because you can share that with the community. There are over 5 million people using this tool, according to TradingView. Our education, where a tutorial you will be giving, such as this one. So if you continue publishing, you will have to type a title on here. You can read this, a clear title that describes your ideas. Don't just write the name of the stock. So for us, we're gonna say trend reversal, if we think that it's going to be going down, and then we explain why I think that WDC may be retracing to EMA 20 in the next couple of weeks. So my reason is what? My reason is that the current daily RSI is 80.47, if I recall. So that's an overbought condition. So that's it. That's my very simple analysis on there. So am I gonna say that this is analysis? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. So I think that's so if it's, you can toggle between a tutorial and analysis. Okay, and then you have to say here, is your investment strategy short-term or long-term? So in my case, I'm going to say short-term. and the category I want that to be in, I'm doing a trend analysis or a technical indicator. Actually, yeah, I can select both because here my technical indicator, it's the relative signal strength. Tag, oh geez, what tag do I want to put? Hashtag WDC, what else? WDC short. Okay, fine, I can take that. Then I can say post that on Twitter. Maybe I'm not gonna do Twitter, there's no need for me to spam them. How about stock tweets? I have a stock tweet account, as you know. I've recently generated a review or an article of stock tweets, so I invite you to take a look at that. So you can just, and then you publish your idea and it will go to stock tweets. So not sure, let's see, if I try to publish my idea on stock tweets. Okay, so this is what it will look like to those who want to see that. So why is it showing that here? Okay, so that's how you go about sharing your information. Sorry about the ads. Basically, that's conclude this relatively short video on how to go about setting up TradingView and knowing about the features that are available to you in this free version, which is there are quite a few, and if you so like, purchasing the paid subscription for the pro version as well. So until next time, thank you, have a nice day. Please comment, like, and we shall see you next time.